Still regarding my last video regarding Osinachi and the sentencing of her husband. As you all know, the husband has been sentenced to death by hanging. He was found guilty of culpable murder amongst other charges. Feel free to revisit my last video of yesterday just to have a refresher. Still referring to this case, in my last video I said that I was feeling some type of way that I was sentenced to death. Not because of any other thing, because come on, he took the life of the woman. But I feel like it would have been better for him to have been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In my last video, I looked at it from the point of view of the church, but on this video, I want to look at it from the point of view of the children and from the point of view of domestic violence. Now, imagine how messed up the mental health of the children would be already. Do you know how horrible it is to know that your father actually took your mother's life? Let that sink in. So they are already going through a lot. Also, having their father taken away from them. I'm not saying that the man should remain in the children's life, but at least he would just, like, do you know what it is growing up saying that, oh yes, my father killed my mother and then the state hung my father for the death of my mother. It's just too traumatic for them to hear. So it's like adding trauma upon trauma. These children are already processing so many things at the same time. So obviously, I'm not saying that even if the man was not sentenced to death, that he would still be in his children's life, but I find it really challenging. I'm just trying to reason from the point of view of the children. I really don't know how they'll be feeling. I think their mental health is at stake, and I feel like the church should do a very good job in taking over these children, because their lives forever is changed. Their lives will never ever remain the same. One thing I've learned from my personal experience is that people will come together, people will surround you when the whole thing is happening, when the heat is happening. But when everything died down, everybody will eventually go back to their lives, and people will forget that you just lost your mother and you just lost your father. So people would eventually forget and move on. In fact, after a year or two, people will be like, you know what, everybody get what it that they go through. Even me, I get what they go through. So make them figure it out. That's what people will start saying after some years. So church really need to do a very good job in taking care of those children and making sure that their mental health is okay, because it's forever changed. Now, from the point of view of domestic violence, I don't know how a man or a woman, because it happens to men as well, would be feeling jealous that his wife or her husband is successful. If it's me, if my husband is like a global icon, I will be his manager. I will resign from any job I'm doing. The same thing, the man would have been able to benefit from the fame of the wife by just helping her travel around, just like Osinachi's husband is doing, or Mercy Chinwo's husband is doing, and other responsible husbands. The man should have just supported her career. I don't even know why men feel threatened by women, and this also boils down to education. A thorough education needs to be given to men so that they would stop feeling kind of intimidated by the success of their wives. And apart from that, whether the woman is successful or not, domestic violence is a no. Why on earth would you even hit somebody that you claim to love? It's something I never understood, and it's something I will never understand. What happens to go your separate way? What happens to returning your diary? What happens to I don't want you anymore? In fact, abandon the woman. If you know you can't deal with the woman anymore, it's better you abandon her, abandon the children for the wolves to take care of, than hitting your wife. Come on, I'm not advocating now for abandonment. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm just trying to say that every other possibility would have been better than hitting your wife. I don't know. I would never, ever, ever support a man hitting a woman, and I would never understand it. It's better you walk away than touching your partner, whether male or female. Just walk away and Like I said in my previous video, for anybody experiencing some sort of abuse, whether domestic violence or any sort of violence in any manner, please reach out. Know that you are not alone. There are a lot of people willing to help you. Speak out, reach out, and don't die in silence. Please help me share for awareness and share your thoughts in the comment section below. And see you in the next video. Bye.